Three, two, one.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, February 15th, 2020. Bitcoin, altcoins, down. Are you feeling the pain? Is fear creeping in? Do you have that sinking feeling in your stomach? Are you trying to figure out what to do in these crazy, crazy markets? Let's look at the charts. Bitcoin actually looks fine. Bitcoin with a healthy looking higher low in this continued uptrend that it's been in. I want to paint some context for you. I want to just reel it all in. I love doing this. It's important for the emotionality aspect of Bitcoin markets. These things happen. For context, before we dig into the daily chart, I just want to show you right now on the daily chart, this daily candle, Bitcoin's down like 5%. Let's look historically. I do this sometimes because it's important, especially anybody new getting into crypto. Get used to this. Today's move actually is nothing compared to what you're probably in for in the future, even in the midst of a bull market. Here's actually Bitcoin after its 2016 halving entering the bull market. I just charted some of these pullbacks. We have a 22% pullback, a 21%, a 19%, a 31% pullback, 24%. They happen all the time. 19%, 35%. Ethereum, if you're into altcoins, currently with like a 10% daily candle to the downside. We have this 50 moving average getting ready to cross 200 moving average. Ethereum actually looks pretty bullish right now, but are you feeling that pain? We can go back on altcoins. We can look at Ethereum in the midst of a bull market on its way to all-time highs, 21% to the downside, 24%, 15%, 23% over and over and over again. We can take a glance at this one. This one, 60% with continuation to the upside. Can you handle that emotionally? That's a question to ask yourself as we enter these markets. Here's Dash leading into the Bitcoin halving with a 37% pullback. Continue into the Bitcoin halving, 27% pullback, 19%, 31%, 51% pullback. And lastly, we have Litecoin. Litecoin on its way to all-time highs. Crazy volatility. 28%, 36%. We have, what's this one? 21%, 30%, 44%. And we know the story, Litecoin almost hitting $400 or so at the top of the bull markets, late 2017. And we bring it all back together, and here we are, Bitcoin down just around 5% on the daily candle. It's really not that big of a deal, everyone. And I wanted to talk about that, especially because we broke back below $10,000. $10,000 really is that area mentally that the markets are just like constantly for months, if not years, talking about. It's such a mental barrier. Technically, though, $11,000 is that area where we're looking for a lot of confluent resistance for multiple different reasons, including this upper trend line, this long-term upper trend line that Bitcoin sees resistance at from our swing high back in the bull market of 2017 high into the 2018 bear market. Now, speaking of that trend line, it is just above us. If we get continuation here in Bitcoin, that is the key area to watch for, way more than $10,000 Bitcoin. But on the very short term, here's what I'm looking at. I'm not doing anything right now. We can talk about buying the dips, right? This is a higher low for Bitcoin right now. And in terms of buying the dips, this is more what it looks like for me. I will love continuation. I will enjoy if Bitcoin bounces here, continues up, makes a new higher high in this upward trend. There's a possibility that doesn't happen. And that's when I start considering buying. That would look like Bitcoin actually breaking this trend line, this midterm trend line, falling down to this Fibonacci retracement, the 618 to 786, right around 9,000 down to $8,600 or so. We have that very confluent area of the 200 moving average, the 50 moving average, getting ready to cross the 200 moving average. If Bitcoin fell to that area, could be a very, very solid place to start accumulating a little bit in terms of Bitcoin falling to that area. I mean, we're talking another 10% or so to the downside if that happened. That's a great opportunity for me, from my perspective, in terms of accumulating Bitcoin. Now, if that happens, we obviously look for support at that area. Maybe we start talking about, putting in a head and shoulders concern, right? And you can see how that might play out, where this whole entire Fibonacci line is the neckline of a head and shoulders. and then we track it from there. Maybe it turns into a busted head and shoulders, and that's when we finally take off sometime in March or April or something. All speculative, but these are the things that are on my mind. I wanted to share them with you. If you're new to these markets especially, I just want to say, just hang in there. Never spend more money than you can afford to lose. Don't listen to YouTubers or people on Twitter for financial advice, right? Just take it slow, take it cool. Realize that these huge dips are they're a part of crypto in a bull market or a bear market. Don't think we're going to enter a bull market and we're not going to see red days, red weeks, 30% plus to the downside. It's going to happen. This is just a little glimpse of that. So I wanted to do a quick video just to bring it all together. Take a deep breath in crypto land. I hope you're doing well out there. If you're here and not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day and God bless.